Have you ever felt like your brain is just sludge? Kind of foggy? That's what we're talking about today, brain rot. We're going to break down what it is, why it's happening to, well, pretty much all of us, and most importantly, we're going to go through 5 super practical steps to get your focus back.
Oh, you know this feeling. You've been scrolling for what feels like 5 minutes, but you look up and somehow 2 hours have vanished. The world feels fuzzy, and your brain feels like it's been put through a blender. So what is actually going on there?
Well, that feeling? It actually has a name, brain rot. And honestly, it's the perfect way to describe that foggy-headed vibe you get after binging, just junk content until 3 in the morning. This isn't just about being distracted, it's a state where your brain genuinely struggles to process stuff and think clearly.
And the symptoms? They can be weirdly specific. It's that feeling of not being able to focus on one thing, or forgetting why you walked into a room. It's that need for constant stimulation, right? Like you need a gameplay video running under the YouTube video you're actually trying to watch. It even starts to change how we talk, when slang from the internet like Sigma, Riz, or, yes, skibbity toilet just starts popping up in real life.
Okay, now I want you to look at this number. 8. Just 8 seconds. What in the world could that possibly be? That right there is the average human digital attention span. A major study from Microsoft found that our constant exposure to short-form content is literally rewiring our brains to have a shorter and shorter fuse for focus. And here's the punchline. Yeah, you're reading that right. The average goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds. We are, at least according to this one study, officially less focused than a goldfish. I mean, if that's not a wake-up call, I don't know what is.
So how in the world did we get here? Well, this wasn't an accident. We've all been pulled into something you could call the dopamine casino, a system that is perfectly, brilliantly engineered to keep us hooked.
Here's how the casino works, right? You scroll or you get a notification, that's the little bell ringing. You see something kind of funny and your brain gets a tiny little reward, a hit of dopamine. But that good feeling, it vanishes almost instantly. So what do? You crave more and you scroll again. And just like that, you're trapped in this never-ending loop. Now, this is so important to understand. If you feel stuck in that loop, it is not because you have bad willpower. It's not some personal failure. These apps, these platforms, are meticulously designed to exploit our brain's natural reward system. This is absolutely 100% by design.
But here's the good news. You can fight back. You can totally reclaim your focus. So let's walk through a really practical 5-step detox to pull yourself out of that digital fog. All right, here's the game plan. 5 steps. First, we're going to reprogram the algorithm to work for us. Second, we'll take back control of our mornings. Third, we'll set some simple boundaries with our tech. Fourth, we're going to actively strengthen our brains. And finally, number 5, we're going to get our bodies moving. Let's dive into step 1.
Look, the answer isn't just to delete all your social media, because for most of us, that's just not realistic. Instead, you need to become the master of your own feed. I mean it. Be ruthless. Smash that not interested button on trashy content. And then aggressively follow and engage with creators who actually teach you something, who add real value to your life. You can train the algorithm to feed you good stuff, not junk.
Think about it. The very first thing you do when you wake up sets the tone for your whole day. If you immediately grab your phone, you're starting your day by chasing a cheap dopamine hit, and the rest of the day just becomes a scramble to feel that again. But if you start proactively, read a chapter of a book, do a 5-minute workout, heck, even just sit and think for a minute, you put yourself in the driver's seat. It sounds small, but it changes everything.
Next up, you have to create some sacred, tech-free zones. When you're eating, put your phone away. Be present with your food or the people you're with. And at night, oh man, the blue light from your screen just torches your sleep quality. Switch to airplane mode an hour before bed, or, and this is the real game changer, leave your phone charging in a different room altogether. Your brain will thank you.
I love this idea. You have to actively fight brain rot by building a stronger brain. Whether you're learning an instrument, picking up a new language, or trying to code, you are literally creating and strengthening the connections between your brain cells. That process is called neuroplasticity, and it is the ultimate defense against a passive, scrolling mind.
And finally, step 5. The next time you feel that uncontrollable urge to just endlessly scroll, get up and move. Seriously. Exercise is one of the best things you can do for your brain. It floods your system with endorphins that boost your mood and cut down on stress. You don't need a gym. A simple 30-minute workout at home can be enough to clear the fog and break that cycle.
So, when you boil it all down, it comes to this. In today's world, your attention is your most valuable asset. It's a currency.
And believe me, companies are spending billions of dollars to try and steal it from you. Protecting that currency and deciding where you invest it, that's where your real power is.
And that brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. As you go about your day, just ask yourself this one question. In this constant, ongoing battle for your focus, who's actually winning? Is it you, or is it the algorithm? The choice really is yours.